Hello there, today we're going to give you an honest review of Necro Smith 2. Now this is not a real tower defense game, it is a literal tower defense game. You defend your tower with your crafted zombies and undead guys that you put together, and then you go out there and send them out to collect gold or defend your tower and use that gold to buy these upgrades. As you can see, some of these upgrades can be really expensive at 300,000, and you'll understand why I'm talking about that in a second. And of course we have all these different upgrades like the shield generator, and I'm talking about that too in case you want to play this game and beat this game, because you're going to need this shield generator and some of these artifacts down here. Mainly as soon as you find this artifact right here, this witch's cauldron, you are done the game basically, because you know this one here, every time you burn a body part, it reduces the cooldown of your spells by 1 second, and that shield generator's cooldown is like 18 seconds right now. So yeah, you get the idea. With a 4-second duration, that means I only have to sacrifice 14 body parts, and then I can cast that spell over and over again. And then when you're looking at like you know, having over like a couple hundred body parts, you're going to last quite a while, and then of course you get more and more as time goes by. But let's cover this gold thing right there. Gold is going to be your limiting factor on these upgrades for your spells and all that kind of stuff, and body parts you're going to collect, because on this first map right here, you're looking at maybe collecting about 3,000 gold after you've beaten this one, you know, unless you're going to try and farm it for gold, which you can try and do, but it's very low value. You're looking at, you know, 3,000 on average until you get to this second map right here. This one right here, you're looking to collect maybe 15,000 on average. So it's a big ×5 value on the gold for doing this one right here. But of course, as soon as you get to this map right here, you're probably going to die right off the bat. So you're going to have to go back to this one here and farm it some more until you get enough upgrades to be able to survive this one, and then repeat the process for the third and last map. Because this one right here, you're looking at maybe 100,000 a run if you beat this one right here. But they'll shut you down right away. You can't farm this one for long because they'll send this big ghost after you, and you can't really kill that ghost at all. It's just a, you know, you probably can if you want to try and do that fight for a couple hours and sacrificing all your body parts, like I said. Yeah, there you have it. So let's go and show you what this game is like when you want to play it. It's a long loading screen too, because they make those little islands are randomly generated, but the only random part is where the resources are going to be, and where the different towers are, and what kind of undead are going to be on there, which is only you know, valid on the last map right there, because you might get a whole bunch of angels or a whole bunch of demons or blah blah blah. There is just a ton of body parts. So yeah, so you get started. This is your small map. That what it looks like. It'll expand. You have some spells. You can also craft some big titans in here with the different body parts you can find and collect. There's you know, a few different kinds that you can make. Let's go to the one where I actually have them all unlocked so you can see them all. So you got skeleton, you got a zombie, you got an alien kind, you got a caster kind, you got a, you know, angelic kind, I guess, demons and angels to sacrifice that divine, I guess, when they call it, and then you got a robotic kind right there. So there's lots of different kinds, and you can mix and match those body parts as you see fit for this. But this, you know, it's going to cost you a lot. You need a lot of body parts to do that. And yeah, this is, you see this cat running there. You're going to summon some undead guys. I'll just get one out quickly because you have recipes in this game too. I'll just create one right there. I'll create that one too. Let's create these guys. There you go, and send them on their way. There you go. So you send your guys out there. You have different commands, of course. You can control them, which is probably kind of neat to get started when you're first playing it, to do stuff, you know, the right way, I guess. And then you can command them to do certain, you know, tasks, like go kill the enemy layers, because it's a daytime and nighttime cycle in this game. And at nighttime you're stronger, and every nighttime you get more body parts for free. And in the daytime, the enemy will pop up and start attacking you as the map expands and gets bigger and bigger. But there's only so much you can do on this map at the end of the day, and only so much damage that your spells are going to be doing until you upgrade them too, to be able to survive, and your different body parts that you collect. So yeah, this is the whole game in a nutshell, basically. As you just sit there and defend your tower and send guys out there to go collect resources and destroy the enemy bases. Like, it's daytime now, I think. It looks like it's daytime. There it is, right there. It popped up. There, unlock that too. Yeah, and that's another thing. You have these little other mini towers throughout here that will pop up there, and you get temporary upgrades for yourself. Let's mention that while you're on it. And then you get, some of these will have extra body parts, and the more of these temporary buildings that you add onto your tower will give your tower more hit points and more effects, like getting more body parts, making your body parts stronger. But yeah, here they are. They pop out there. Guys will come in there, attack your base. You can have spells will damage their buildings and destroy them. And then the next daytime, another building will pop up, and then you have the opportunity, if you have the spells are strong enough, to blow them up before they send guys after you. That's one thing you can do, or just leave them and let them attack you and farm them for gold. Yeah, that is basically it. You just sit there and just watch them come back and forth. I'll let my cat do the job. He's upgraded, so you can go collect a lot of different body parts. There we go, skeleton body parts every night. Yeah, so you just sit there and wait for them to attack. There we go, nighttime. I got my more advanced body parts popping in there, so we can stick that on there. Laser on his head. This body part right here. Let's change it with that one. That has thorns. And we will put, for an example, we'll put this crossbow on him because that's pretty strong. And we'll take the hammer and legs. What do we got for legs? We don't have much for legs. I guess I'll give him my, I guess some zombie legs. Harpy legs. There we go, harpy legs. We'll do that. They're attacking my tower. Later on, when you're fighting guys, like on the second map, you'd be dead. If you let these guys get to your tower right there, in that amount of time, that's how fast you can die on these other maps. So let's revive him and send him on his way. Put him in defense. There you go. He'll finish him off without a problem. He is just that much stronger, because you start off with your zombies, 300 hit points, 400 hit points, 2 damage for his wands on this guy. Then you get this robot guy with the robot parts. He's almost at 2k hit points. He's pretty weak on hit points because of those legs and the bad combination that I built right here. But look at all his attacks he has for himself, right? He's got like every body part has an attack on there. So he's got like 122 defense. So he's just like a machine for defending your tower. He is slow as hell. 17 movement. That is slow as hell. You don't want to control that guy and run him around, obviously. But yeah, you can just that's the whole enjoyment of this game. That's it. Just making different body parts. But it falls apart with all these different recipes. There is just a ton of different recipes that give you bonuses, and everything is a recipe in this game. There is just a ton of stuff. You got Cyclopses, dragons, golems, and fire elementals, and metal guys, and Cerebus guys that look like meta guys. These Jotun guys, undead, vampires, werewolves, trees, fairies. I'm trying to name them all off for you. There is just, as you can see, there is just a ton of different recipes. That's not all of them either, because some of them don't even work properly. But yeah, you get tons of these body parts. They just get overwhelming, and the search options with just heads and arms and feet is just not good enough. That is a bad thing they did in this game. For another example is that right there, because there is like literally this much different kinds of heads in this game, and that much different, that much kind of bodies in this game. It's a pain in the ass to sort through when you have all these different things, and then you're looking at filling up this thing with a couple hundred different body parts, because there's an armored version, there's a magical version, and a regular version for most of the guys on here. Not all of them, but most of them have those different variations. Like there's a regular a flesh orc, and then there's a skeleton orc, and then each of them have an armored version and a magical version for them. It just gets overwhelming on how much different types of versions there is for these different things. Like there's 3 different kinds of robot heads too. So, and there's different robot bodies also, and then you got to combine them in the right way to make your recipe, so you have the bonuses for them, which get big. Like an extra 5,000 hit points for getting a bonus on the recipe. It makes a difference when when this guy right here I put together only has like 1,700 hit points. Having a one with that starts off with a 5,000 hit point bonus is a big deal at the end of the day for that kind of stuff. So you have to basically search the wiki for all that kind of stuff. So it's a pain in the ass. So yeah, this is all you really do is expand, explore the map, and yeah. That's all you really do in this game is just, other than spells, and you fight a boss for each map too. You'll get strong enough to go to the boss. There's a time limit, and they send big titans against you. So yeah, they send titans against you. At first it's 1, then it's 2, then it's 3, and then you're probably going to be dead after 3. And then same for the other maps. The 3rd time that runs through there, they send you just real powerful guys to kill you. So farming the gold, you just can't do that forever on the maps also. But at the end of the day, it's just this. Islands and exploring and crafting undead and just sitting there and, waiting for stuff to happen. It's an okay game. It's passable. It's not crap, so don't get me wrong on that part right there. It has a couple annoying things, like a little bit farming of the same map too many times versus opening up different maps. They went a little bit slow on that department, but that's their challenge rating, I guess, for it. But yeah, just way too many combinations, and they don't make it easy to search through. Searching the different body recipes right here, there's no sorting options whatsoever on this when they clearly they should have done so when they have hundreds of recipes and hundreds of body parts. They need more than just a a head and torso search right here. Like right now, this head option that seems okay. It is kind of hard to tell at the moment, though, which part is going to be which for some of the recipes, but it gets complicated. Nighttime pops up there. Here we go. I've got some more recipes right here. 3 different kind of harpy heads on here for the harpy for some reason. But yeah, so you get all these different body parts, and then they start adding up when you get on the later maps where you have a big, huge variety of stuff to deal with. It just they need better sorting options, and it's something that anybody would have done, easily done. Sort it by the different races, add another tab down here, add 2 different tabs for other things like the different types of elements and things like that, right? So there is like there's other than the 3 I mentioned, there's like elemental types, and there's like the tree types and non-elemental types, blah blah blah. Just a ton of stuff going on there that they didn't do. So yeah. At the end of the day, this is an okay game. Average 5 out of 10 for me. It's passable, it's playable. Go ahead and check it out and try it if you're interested in defending your tower right here, and finishing the storyline like I did, and just doing that is just uneventful, and there's like really no replay value, right? So I got no value of coming back to this game and playing it again, even if it doesn't update, unless it adds more maps, and that would be it, right? More maps to play, that would be the only reason to come back, is hey, they expanded it and there's a next level, but with just 3 levels, it's a couple days and you're done. So yeah, average game, 5 out of 10. That's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I will see you later.